치즈니 맛있겠다.
진짜 불어.
Hi everyone, it's Lottie. How are you doing? This is a new setup. I have moved back to my family home full time, so no more filming whenever I want. My nice white desk with the big windows. I'm now in like the office room of my house, so the light is all coming from that side. I'm still working out my filming setup, but I hope this is okay because today we've got a very fun video. We have my complete collection update slash tour, so we're going to be going through all of my binders, all 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 of them, and we'll give a full in-depth look at how my collections are doing, who I collect, who is in what binder and where, things like that. We're going to be going through all of my collections. So this one is my general binder. I have over the last few months picked up quite a few collections as well as dropped a few collections. This actually only holds 3 groups in it. So we'll start with this one, and then I think we'll go to my A5, and then we can go through Twice and my Starship binder and ATEEZ. So let's start with this binder. So in here is my itzy, billlie and NCT Dream collections. This used to be a majority boy group binder, but now I actually collect more girl group members than boy groups, which I think is insane considering one of my year goals. I think I did that in January. That video I mentioned wanting to collect more girl groups, and now I literally collect more girl groups. Literally, girl groups, the hold they have on me right now is immense. So first of all, we have my itzy collection. I collect Chaeryeong. She is complete until the next comeback, which is in about 2 weeks. I think it's on the 15th. So here we have It's Icy with the Dalla Dalla Polaroid for pre-order. Then this page is for It's Me and Not Shy. I really like the way I've set up my Chaeryeong collection. I think it works really well. Then I have a whole page for Guess Who. I didn't collect the limited card that came in a full set as it was a different size, but I like the way that I've done it with the colours. So like purple blue tones, the black backgrounds, and then like yellow theme. I think it works quite well. This is my page for Crazy in Love. I only collected the selfies for the special edition, but I have all of the normal selfie cards as well as the US exclusive card. I think it makes a really nice 9 pocket. It's really cohesive. And I do have a setup for Checkmate, which comes out in about 2 weeks. So that is my itzy collection. It is complete. I think I'm only missing 4 cards for this entire binder, and they're all NCT Dream. So that's really fun. I'm actually almost complete on quite a few collections, so feeling really good about my collections right now. Now we move on to Billlie, who is a well-loved girl group of mine. So I collect Suwa for Billlie, but I did collect Seoon also for Ring by Ring era, just because they only had 3 cards and I put the little ticket in the middle as like a placeholder. I think it looks nice. I just didn't want to have 3 cards on a page. So this is Ring by Ring era. Then here is the Snowy Night merchandise. I know they're releasing a new song in July, so maybe they'll do another merch release for that. I'm hoping so. It'll be really nice, I think, because I really do like these cards. I've been collecting Billlie since their debut era, like near the end of debut. So it's a really nice chill collection. I just keep up to date with comebacks. This is the most recent comeback, which was in February, I want to say, like February, March. And they had 4 normal cards, 4 Polaroids, and then an ID. So I have a full 9 pocket for her album stuff. And then this is my little page of extra special benefits for Suwa. I have another card on the way. So I don't collect these like thoroughly or anything. Billlie have quite a lot of benefits, but I just joined a few group orders this last era to get some more Polaroids so I could complete my album collection. So that is Billlie. Then we have the only male idol in this binder, which is Jimin from NCT Dream. So he didn't have any cards before Empathy era, so that's where we start. And we have We Go Up on this page as well. I have a whole page for We Boom, as I do have a few merch cards for it, and I loved We Boom era. It was such a good summer. 2019 was like such a good time for me. So nice. Then this is kind of Reload era. So I have some merch from the Dream Show, and I have the Dream Show live album photo book card as well as the album cards. This is my little page for NCT 2020. I didn't collect it properly. I only bought copies of Part 1, Resonance, and I didn't collect anything for Universe, so there isn't a page for that, but I just have this little page of some of my top biases in NCT as a whole, so I think that's really nice. And this is my page for last year's activities, so we have Hot Sauce here, and then these are the Hello Future cards. Then we move on to current era stuff, and we have his whole glitch mode set, and then I have set up for a beatbox, but I don't have any of his cards yet, so these are the only 4 cards I'm missing for this entire binder. So that's it for this binder. We will move on to my A5. So this is my A5 binder. In here we have my TXT collection. As you can tell, I collect Taehyun. Then we also have justb, JM or Chuji, and my 17 collections in here. I collect Minghao and Joshua. I'm considering putting Stacy in here, but I haven't set up the collection yet, so we'll have to see what I do about that. But first of all, we have Taehyun, and by the way, these binder covers, I have one on the back as well, were made by my friend Nate. Thank you very much, Nate. He's one of my bestest friends in the trading community. I love him so much. So I have this really cute Taehyun cover page, and I'll show you the one on the back as well. My Taehyun collection is almost complete. I think I'm missing 5 cards for it, maybe. So let's have a look through. First of all, we have Dream Chapter Star, which I did complete in the last month. I needed this card for quite a while. Then we have Dream Chapter Magic, and then the clear card from Eternity, as I'm putting the IDs from Magic here and the big cards from Eternity here, though I did get both of these on Neokyo a few days ago, so I just need this black version ID. Then I have Blue Hour era here, which is complete, followed by Freeze era, which is also complete. This is the first era I completed when I started collecting Taehyun. Fighter Escape era. I have everything here but the Fight version photo book card and the Escape Together version, the Harley Quinn one, but I did get this Fight Together version. I do have a few cards in here that you will not have seen before, but I have already filmed the haul clips for them, and so to give you like a really updated version of my collection, I just put them in, but I will take them out and then officially store them in a storing video coming up in the next few weeks. Then to move on from Fighter Escape to Minnesota 2 Thursday's Child, I have 2 Weverse benefits. So this is Weverse Global, and then this is Weverse Japan. Both of these are holo, and I especially love this card, although it's very similar to the End version card. So for Thursday's Child, I have everything apart from the Hate version photo card, so doing pretty well in the current era. Then I have his mini postcard from the Tier version as well. So that's it for Taehyun. Now we can go into justb, which is a complete collection of mine. I collect this very, very casually, but I really, really love justb. Their debut Damage was one of my favorite songs of last year, so if you haven't listened to it, I really highly recommend it. It's an amazing song. So this is just Burn era, their debut, and just to fill the 4 pocket, I did collect one of his Make Star cards just to fill the space. And then this is just Beat era, So that's had 4 cards for the album cards, so didn't collect anything extra. And then this is their latest era, Just Begin. These are my 2 favorite Chuji cards. And they also had a mirror card, so I just popped that on the back. But that is my complete Chuji collection. Then we move into my 17 collection. Like I said before, I collect Minghao and Joshua. I do have more Minghao cards than Joshua, and I don't have a lot for Face the Sun, and I am aware they have announced a repackage, which I am pre-ordering, so I should have those faster than I have my Face the Sun albums. But we have a couple of cards to go through. So this is from You Made My Dawn, and this is from Happy Ending, I believe. Yes, it's one of his Japanese cards, which I don't necessarily collect, but I just thought it was really cute, so I got it. Then we have a couple pages dedicated to an ode. I did get a lot of these pretty recently, so I've popped them in just so you can see them. But I have 3 of his 4 truth version pieces, so I'm just missing this one for the top left here. And then I have a couple other an ode cards right here. This one is one of my favorites. So not fully collecting an ode yet. Obviously I have nothing for Joshua, but once I am more done with the new comebacks, then I will start moving backwards through an ode. So that's my little progress on that. Then we have Semicolon, which is complete, followed by Your Choice, which I actually am trading for the last Minghao. So he should be here soon and I'll be done with Minghao for this era. I just need to get Joshua's other cards. And I also have a Japanese pre-order benefit here just to fill the space between Your Choice and Ataka, which I'm mostly done with. I just have a couple cards missing, like these EP1 Minghaos, but I do have this God tier Joshua, which I love so much, and I pulled this one, so I'm very grateful for that. Then this is EP2, just missing 1 Joshua, and this is EP3, just missing 1 Minghao. Then I technically have the carrot version almost done. I think I'm just missing this Joshua, but I did get these 2 on Neokyo a few weeks ago. We move into their latest comeback, and I do have a copy of Face the Sun on hand now, but I did not pull any of my members, so I'm currently trading. Technically I have one of Joshua's Ray version cards on the way, but I have nothing for the photo book albums. But I do have 4 of the carrot cards, so I have all but 1 of Joshua, so I have his paint cards, and then I have 1 of each of my biases for this second concept. And that is it for the collections in my A5. Here is the back cover made by my friend Nate. I'm so grateful for him. This is so beautiful. I love my little Taehyun covers. They're very special to me. So that's it for my A5. I think we will go into we'll do Starship next, and then we'll do ATEEZ, and then we'll do Twice. Okay, cool. Okay, so this is my Starship binder. I say Starship because I have both IVE and Cravity in here. Both of these are alt groups for me. I've recently, in the last few months, picked up IVE OT6, but I also collect a couple of IZ*ONE cards for Yujin, as she was my IZ*ONE bias. Even though she's not my IVE bias, I just wanted to honor the time that Wonyoung and Yujin had in IZ*ONE. So this is my little IZ*ONE page for now. Then my setup for IVE OT6 is via double spreads. So I have updated this to reflect where I'm up to. So if you see any empty spots, that's because I have the card on the way. And if you see any fillers, that's because I don't have the card at all. So this is 11 era. As you can tell, I have it complete apart from Wonyoung selfies, so I will need to find those pretty soon. My IVE OT6 collection is pretty complete, which I'm really proud of, considering I only started doing it around when Love Dive came out, so that was April. So it's been about just under 3 months of collecting OT6, and I'm pretty happy with my progress so far. So this is 11 era. By the way, my bias is Liz, so I collect a few extra things for her, but I do OT6 for album and select merch. So next we have Love Dive, and I currently have just one Ray card on the way in a trade, but I need to find just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more cards to complete the photo book. So I'm really happy with this progress. It looks beautiful. I'm so happy I decided to do this. Then we have this spread, which I actually only need this one Liso card. Technically I have this one young at the Neokyo warehouse. So all I'm missing for this whole spread is just this one Liso jewel case card. I got this Ray a few days ago, so I'm really happy with the way this spread looks. This is the Starship Square pre-order benefit and then the jewel case limited cards, so I'm really happy with this. So I'm really not missing much for album as a whole, which I'm so happy with. Then this is my little special Liz page for POBs. I do want to get 2 more to finish up this page. So this is so beautiful. I really love this card from the Season's Greetings. Then speaking of the Season's Greetings, I am collecting OT6 for this, so I actually do have Ray and the Gowl on the way. So once I get these last 3 in on hand, I will have this page fully complete, and then I need to set up another page of special Liz stuff for the Dive membership kit and the pre-order benefits from that. So that is it for my OT6 IVE collection. Now we'll go into Cravity. So Cravity I have been a fan of since debut, and I've loved watching them grow. I'm actually going to see them at the end of next week at Hallyu Pop Fest, so if you're going to that, let me know. I'll be there on the Sunday for my boys. And my bias is Serim, as you can tell, but I collect top 3, so I collect Serim, Jungmo, and Taeyong. So I actually have album cards complete up until the current era, so I'm only missing 1 solo card and I believe 5 units for my album collection for Cravity. So this is Hideout Season 1. I finally got this last Jungmo card in. So this is Hideout Season 1, and I love the backs. I love the way Cravity photocard backs look. They're so beautiful. This is Hideout Season 2, the new day we step into, and then this is Hideout Season 3. Then we move into their first full album, so this is for Awakening. And then this is for Liberty in Our Cosmos, and I have all of these 4 on the way, apart from this one Taeyong card. Then these are my units from Awakening, and this is Serim's Kino from In Our Cosmos, and I'm collecting only Serim's units, so I'm just missing these 5, but they're pretty low priority for me. Then I have a lot of Serim non-album things, so I have things such as Cloud9 promotions, photo book cards, Black Rouge makeup collaborations, Tower Records, and my music taste cards when they didn't have that many pre-order benefits, summer packages, Lovely kits, fan meeting merchandise. This is basically 95% of Serim's pre-order benefits and merch for Hideout Season 3. This was my turn era. And then these are my pages for Awakening. And then this is how my page for Liberty in Our Cosmos is going right now. I have a few more on the way, but Pink Hair Serim was a cultural reset. Then after all of my Serim things, I do collect top 3 for a few kind of select card sets. So the first summer package, this was a K-Town for You pre-order benefit, I believe, and this was the first Lovely kit. Then the first fan meeting, these were the Season 3 IDs, and then one of the rounds of my music taste for that era as well. Then back here we have season's greetings stuff, so I merged the first season's greetings with the second season's greetings just to save a bit of space. And then these are some Polaroids and IDs from their first season's greetings. So that is my Starship binder. We can now move into my ATEEZ binder, which is by far the largest binder that I own. So this is the monster that is my ATEEZ binder. Oh my god, it just fits on the desk. And I am going to split this binder into two before their comeback, which is at the end of July. I cannot wait. The marketing is literally so genius, so perfect. Oh my god, I can't wait. So I collect two members of ATEEZ. I collect Yoonho and I collect Wooyoung. Yoonho is my alt of alts, like he is my K-pop boy. I literally, most of this binder is just him. I collect him for as much as I can, Korean and Japanese, so you'll see quite a lot of that in here. But in the most recent eras, Fever Part 3, I collected OT8 for, which I'm almost done with, and then I collected Top 4 and some OT8 sets for Epilogue, their last era. I will try not to collect more than I need to for the next comeback. I'm gonna try and stick to only my top 2. But here we have debut era, Pirate King, and Ep 2 era, Treasure Ep 2. Then here is Treasure Episode 3, Wave and Illusion, and I have, you know, my music taste cards here. Then this was their first full album, Treasure Episode Fin. Moving into Answer era, so Yoonho, Wooyoung, and then Yoonho's MMT cards. Then this is where they started increasing the number of photo cards that they had per album. So this is Yoonho's set for Fever Part 1 and this is Wooyoung's set for Fever Part 1, and I have an Apple Music pop in the middle. Then this is Fever Part 2 for Yoonho and Wooyoung. Then we move into Fever Part 3, which I collected OT8 for, so I store this in age order, not leader then members. So this is Songhwa's page, Hongjoong's page, Yoonho's page, Yeosang's page, San, Mingi, Wooyoung, and then Jongho. So I'm missing 4 Hongjoong cards and then 2 Jongho's for Fever Part 3. Then Fever Epilogue, I did a page of top 4 album cards and then in OT8 set for the limited, so I'm just missing Hongjoong for version A. Then the diary version, I'm just missing this Yeosang card as well as this Mingi limited. Then for the Z version, I'm missing 1 Yeosang, 1 Songhwa, and then this limited set is complete. So I'm really not doing bad. I think I'm missing 5 cards for this album. So hopefully I can finish these little extra sets by the time the summer ends. Then this is where we move into non-album and benefits, literally in the middle of the binder. This is insane. So we start with MMT for episode Fin and anniversary cards, and then MMT for Fever Part 1. I do collect Wooyoung for MMT cards, like pre-order MMT from Fever Part 1 onwards. So this is Fever Part 1, Inception, Thanks, and Diary. Then I also, for Fever Part 1, collected OT8 for the K-Town pre-order, and I have Yoonho's diary card here. These are all of Yoonho's fan sign cards from Fever Part 1. I'm just missing the Tokopedia card, but it's literally so expensive I'm never gonna get it. So we pretend it doesn't exist. Then we move into Fever Part 2, so these are MMT, and then we just move into all of Yoonho's benefits for that era. So we have a few pages of Fever Part 2. If you want to know what any of these particular cards are, just send a comment and tell me which card it is, like describe it to me or send me a picture on Instagram or Twitter or somewhere, and I will let you know which card it is. There's just too many cards for me to go through one by one. So again, this is Fever Part 2 era, and these are the sub-K pre-order benefits for the Fever Part 2 merch. Then this is where Fever Part 3 starts. I dedicated a whole page to the holo cards for this era. So I have a couple Weongs there as well. I love this Weon card so much. And I'm just waiting on the last 2 cards for this era to arrive. So it will finally be done. Almost a whole year after the comeback. It will finally be done. But I love these cards so much. They're so beautiful. Then here is where Fever Part 3 moves into epilogue. I just found this was the best way to kind of merge the two. So these are all of his epilogue benefits. I am missing a few, but they are on the way. These were the Make Star Lucky Draws, and these were the tour, US tour travel packages, and this is the HMV benefit for the latest Japanese comeback, Beyond Zero. So after this we move into special pages. So we have things like perfume cards, name tags, anniversary cards, DVDs, and season's greetings. Then we have bracelet, summer merch, Fever show merch, season's greetings, ATEEZ kit IDs, and we have some fan sign winners cards here, and this is from the Fellowship Tour merch. Then this new page is for when I get my Fellowship Beginning of the End DVD and the new Fever photo book that comes out in August, I believe. I did set out space for that in a previous video. This is my set of cards from tour for attending soundcheck. Then these are the birthday merch cards. I collected both of Yuno's and then one for each of the other members of my top 3. Then some other Yuno things such as Wonderwall cards, the second ATEEZ kit, and the Fever Part 2 sub-K stuff. Then we have my third ATEEZ kit stuff, as I am a 3rd gen ATEEZ, so I have the photocard set and the ID set with the second ATEEZ renewal benefit for Yuno. Then I collected both of my top biases for Fever Part 3 sub-K merchandise, as I really liked the Polaroid especially, and this is a pre-order benefit from that. These are the cards from the Imitation soundtrack, so because half of my alt group debuted as actors in this drama, I have to of course get the soundtrack. This is from their set of photo books they released late last year, so I have Yuno's full set. And this is my current page of Japanese cards. I do want to go back and get some of his earlier ones, but this is how I'm doing with the album cards from Into the A to Z onwards. So I'm just missing one Beyond Zero card, and that is it for my ATEEZ binder. That was a journey, but I feel like I went through it real fast. I need a drink after this. My throat is so dry. I've been talking for so long. So that was my ATEEZ binder. Now we will move into the final 2 binders, which is for Twice. So this is my first of 2 Twice binders. They are one of my alt girl groups along with IVE. I collect my top 3 for album cards with select OT9 sets, and I have a couple non-album things for Jihyo, as she is my alt of alt, like female bias. So this binder holds debut era, so Story Begins up until Fancy, and then my other binder has Feel Special onwards up to Nayeon's Pop. So let's get into it. I'm not missing a lot from my top 3 collection. It's only Jonghyun who isn't complete for my top 3, so Sana and Jihyo are. So as you can see, I collect Jihyo, Sana and Jonghyun. They are my top 3. I adore them. I'm missing less than 10 cards to complete Jonghyun, but then of course I have stuff missing from my OT9 sets, so you'll see a few gaps but not really that many. This binder is almost completely done. So this is Story Begins, page 2, Twice Coaster Lane 1 and Lane 2, Signal, and I collected the hollows as OT9, so I'm missing 3 here. This is Twice-togram, and then Merry and Happy. Then we move into the albums where the girls were bringing out like 9-10 cards per member, so this is What Is Love. So those are my top 3 pages, and this is my first OT9 set and my second OT9 set. Then we have Summer Nights, so I'm just missing this like pool border Jonghyun for top 3, I believe. So that was top 3, and then I collected the glitter border OT9 and the line border OT9. Moving into Yes or Yes, so top 3, same setup as before. And then my 1 OT9 set. Then I didn't collect any OT9 sets for Year of Yes because there's only 5 cards per member, but I'm just missing 2 Jonghyuns. Then I'm missing 1 card in total for Fancy You, so this is top 3. And then this is my OT9 set. So that's my first Twice binder. We'll go into the second one. Last binder of the video. So this is the last binder. We have Feel Special through to current era, so I do have a setup for Nayeon's Pop, but my albums arrive tomorrow, I think. So I'm very excited for that unboxing. So I collected extra OT9 sets for Feel Special, so I only have 2 pages of top 3, and then I have like 5 OT9 sets, I think. So I have 2 OT9 sets complete, and then the others I'm still working on. Then we have More and More era, which I think I'm missing 1 card for. There were only 9 cards, so no OT9 sets here. Then Eyes Wide Open is complete for top 3 and OT9. I collected this retro set. Then we have Taste of Love, which I think I'm missing 1 card for as well. I collected 2 OT9 sets for this. Most recent Twice era, Formula of Love, I'm missing 2 Jonghyun cards, and that's it. This was my OT9 set. I love it so much. And I also collected the IDs and scratch cards for top 3. This is my little setup for Nayeon's Pop. I'm only collecting enough cards from 2 versions of the album. I have this page of units and group cards, and then this is my little non-album section for Jihyo. I want to collect the monographs fully pretty soon. And last page I have my photo book cards, so I'm collecting all of Jihyo's photo book cards, 1 version from Sana's photo book, and then when I Am Jonghyun comes out I want to get 1 copy of that for a little top 3 page. So that is it for my entire collection update for the end of June 2022. I've done quite a few of these now. I think this is my 4th or 5th binder update video, and I love filming these every 6 months. It's so fun to look back and see how my collections have changed over the months. This has definitely been one of the biggest changes. I dropped quite a few collections, picked up quite a few collections. I'm really happy with the way my binders are looking right now. If you are still watching, thank you so much. I'm really grateful for you. I really love posting on this channel. It gives me such a fun little creative outlet for my life. So yeah, that's it for today. We've got a couple of exciting videos coming up soon. Nayeon unboxing, group order vlog, hauls, storing videos, lots of stuff coming up. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye!